Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and I'm so excited to have all of you here this afternoon from all over the United States and all over the world. Today is an exciting day because we have one of my very best friends in the world, and she said yes to joining us today as a guest. It's Jennifer McGuire, and she is going to do something really fun today. So we talked a little bit about it, and she told me, I asked her if she wanted to craft, and her studio is just getting set up for this. So she's not ready to craft live yet because she's working on some of her setup for that. But she said that she would be more than happy to choose all of my craft supplies, and whatever she says, I'm going to do. I hope I can make a card. You guys will get some input too, and we're going to have a lot of fun and a few laughs along the way. Plus, I'm going to be asking Jennifer a few crafty questions, and if you have any questions for Jennifer or for me, please feel free to drop them in the comments. Tom is here. He's going to be serenading us with a little bit of music, but as he sees comments or we see comments, we'll be happy to answer as many as we can in the best way we know how. So welcome. Today in Wisconsin, it is freezing. I have a sweater on today. I am loving wearing the warm sweaters. I hope you guys are warm and cozy and having a little bit of Hygge time. Tom shared a little bit of a funny voice, which I can't hear what he's doing to me on the other side of the screen. So every once in a while, he'll add sound effects, and I'm just going about my business, and I never hear them till later. I can only tell that he did something because you guys start laughing in the comments. So I guess today is going to be more of the same. We have this great new kit that just came out. I'm so excited about it. It's called Winter Whimsy, and it's got a stamp set in there called Hygge Time. And Hygge is the feeling of comfort and contentment. And it's a Norwegian and Danish term that means just a feeling of overall well-being and being cozy. So I'm hoping Jennifer picks that set today, but whatever she picks, I'm going to use. So let's bring her into the studio. Let's welcome the wonderful, talented, amazing, beautiful, one of my best friends, Jennifer McGuire. Hey, Jennifer.
I'm so excited.
I am so excited for you to be here too. Everybody is so excited for you. We have over 1,000 people here already, and the numbers are just really, really growing now that everybody knows you're here. So today I was telling everybody that you're going to help me craft a card, and then you and I are just going to chit chat and talk. We know a lot about each other, right?
Yes.
But we'll just do a little bit of crafty talk, because although I know so much about you as a person and as one of my best friends, I don't think that you and I talk a lot about some of the crafting stuff, because when we get together, we're always chit-chatting about personal stuff. So I have questions for you. One of the questions I want to start with is, what do you do to get your crafty mojo started?
Do you mean like at the start, like when I sit down to make a video, or just in general, like if I'm struggling maybe?
Just in general, on your normal card making, as a hobby, what do you do to get yourself going? Because I know a lot of the people in our group will say, oh, I don't have any mojo. I don't know what to do. What do I do to get that feeling back? You do this as a job. And so do I. So we each have our separate little tricks, but I was hoping maybe you could give me some tips and tricks on what you do to get your crafty juices flowing.
Well, I find my inspiration from the great products that people like you create. That is what gets me excited to create. So, but as you said, it's my job, so it's a little bit different. If I just want to come up with a card, for example, I'm making a bunch of thank you cards for somebody who ran for school board. So I just needed some inspiration for that. So I just start looking on Instagram at some of my favorite crafters. And I think, oh, maybe putting all of the elements towards the bottom of the card instead of centered or off to the side. Just at the bottom, leave the top blank. It just kind of kickstarts me seeing what somebody else has done. So normally I'm inspired by the products, but sometimes I just get inspired by looking at what other crafters make.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So just like checking out Pinterest, checking out Instagram, kind of looking what other people are doing and putting your own twist on it, maybe a layout or a color scheme.
Yeah. I mean, it can be just a simple element or a reminder of something that you haven't done in a while. For example, Kathy Zilski had done a card with a really unique color combination. And so I saved that. Now I remember that color combination because that's something that I struggle with. So it doesn't have to be like you do the whole card like somebody. It could be just a small element that's a reminder that kind of kickstarts your creativity.
That's great. That's great. Thank you for that advice. I'm sure a lot of us will be perusing your Instagram later today to get ideas.
Well, it'd be fun to for you, because you create the products you get to use. And I'm sure as you're creating them, you're thinking of how you're going to use them and, just making all those ideas happen. I think that would be really fun. I can't create products, so I bow down.
Well, it is inspiring to go on your Instagram and, like you said, many of the designers out there and see what they do with my products, because when I invent something or create something, it's so neat to see other people's take on it. You're right.
Sure.
Well, just for anybody joining us, I see lots of people still coming in. We have Jennifer McGuire here today. And if you happen to be living under a crafty rock and you don't know who Jennifer is, I'm sure everybody does. But just in case, Jennifer McGuire is the queen of crafting and card making. She's got a fantastic YouTube channel, Jennifer McGuire Inc. You can find her on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Facebook. She's also got a great Facebook group called Share Handmade Kindness, which is kind of a catchphrase that Jennifer has been using for a long time, because that's how she lives her crafty life. She does things in the industry that, she has helped so many people along the way and made so many wonderful connections. And Jennifer, we're all so grateful for you.
And I am very grateful for you, because I wouldn't have these opportunities. None of us would be doing what we're doing if not for folks like you who bring us these great things to create with. So,
so Dawn from W+9 just said, "Who's Jennifer?" And Callie Person just said, when I said Share Handmade Kindness, she said, "It's a movement." I love that. I love that.
Well, Dawn, you're in trouble. I'm flying down to Florida. You're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Well, it's great to see all of you joining us here today on Stampin' Chat Live. Jennifer McGuire is here, and she is going to help me design my card. So the first question about the card today, Jennifer, is what style card should I make? Should I make a mini slimline card, or should I make an A2 card?
Okay, so I think you should do mini slimline, because it has been a fun change of pace for me creatively. And if anybody out there has not tried mini slimline, I encourage you to do so. Slimline can be intimidating, but mini slimline, it's a comfortable size.
It is. It's just kind of a fun little, it doesn't feel that much different from an A2, so you're not intimidated by the larger palette.
Right.
But it's just got that kind of fun, sleek shape to it.
I think so too.
It's
so
a
I vote for mini. I was going to say it's Hygge or whatever.
Hygge.
Hygge, sorry.
Yeah.
You can't take me anywhere, Gina.
That's okay. So then what I'm going to do is, because Jennifer told me to make a mini slimline card, I'm going to start with my card base. So I think what Tom will do is he'll put us in the scene, but he'll make the main shot my overhead shot so everybody can watch what I'm doing. But you're not going anywhere, because we still need you here to tell me what to do. Okay, so I'm going to start with my giant paper cutter here. I've got the Tonic Studios paper cutter, and I'm going to cut my mini slimline card base. Now, mini slimline cards can be several different sizes depending on which company's dies you buy. The size that works perfect for us is this 6.5 inch size. So I'm going to cut this down to 6.5 by 6.25 inch. And that's the only marking not on this paper cutter, Jennifer. I don't know if you knew that. So I'm kind of, I guess, when it comes to the 6.25.
It does not have to be perfect.
No, it
handmade.
Doesn't. Handmade, not Hallmark, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So now I've got this card base here that is 6¼ inches by 6½. On the 6½ side, I'm going to score it at 3¼ inches. So this is going to be my card base. So I'm going to do a white card base just because whatever colors Jennifer is going to pick, I know it's going to coordinate with the white card base. she's got me. Whatever she wants to do. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay. All right, Jennifer. Now,
this is fun. This is how my work day should always be.
Oh my gosh. All right. So now what might be fun, I don't know if these are going to fit though. I was thinking about using a die plate, but maybe we'll do something different than a die plate today. Or maybe we could use a die plate and we can, let me think about this now.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do just the die plate going across the center. What do you think?
As Lila would say, thumbs up.
Thumbs up? Okay.
Thumbs up.
All right, so now we have 3 new die plates here. We have the Basketweave die plate, we have the Hearts die plate, cover plate, and then we have the Snowflake one. This was the free one in the kit, and I did a couple things with this one. If you missed our release party, I do want to show you a couple things I did with this one. So the first thing that I did was I cut it out just so that you could see what it looks like. Isn't that just such a pretty plate?
Angels start singing.
I know when you got this one, when I sent this to you, you were like, oh my gosh, I love this one. And I think you used this in one of your cards too, didn't you?
Yes.
So you not only can do this, but you can emboss it. So I embossed this using my embossing pad on my Spellbinders machine. And it doesn't just look embossed, it actually looks 3D embossed because certain parts emboss deeper than others. So you've got some dimension. And then what I did here was I cut out a piece of masking magic. This is just masking magic. And I used it as a stencil. So here's what it looks like stenciled.
That's
and
beautiful.
Then I couldn't get rid of the masking magic sheet. So I actually stuck it onto a piece of cardstock to show you that you can use that too. So these are really fun. I love them. All right, Jennifer. So which plate should I use for this card?
Well, I say I love the Snowflake. That's definitely my favorite. But since you've used it and I used it, I did a video with that. Why don't you do the Basketweave? Because I think that is a timeless one that can be used all the time.
Okay.
Pretty much anything.
I will use the Basketweave then for this one. Great choice. I do want to show you, I had a couple, I did cut the other ones out so you could see how they cut, because I know it's always disconcerting to buy a detailed die wondering how it's going to cut. So I do want to show you. That little one didn't get punched out, but there we go. It's out. Also, I do want to say about this one, you can save all the little hearts, and that makes great shaker fill. So,
or just little accents to scatter.
Oh, absolutely. And I did cut this Basketweave out, and I did a little wood graining on it, and I thought it kind of looked like cork. Isn't that kind of fun?
That's what I thought it was when you first held it up. It'd be pretty like gold heat emboss, or maybe a mix of different metallic embossing powders. Oh,
it definitely would. Yeah, smush Versamark on it, or embossing and watermark ink, and yeah, that would be really pretty. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get our mini slimline dies out, because you said slimline, and we might as well cut a panel using this. Yes. So this is our Master Layout 7 die set. It works with the mini slimline size. And so what color background cardstock should I use, Jennifer? Like what color, I guess what I should say is, what color scheme should we be going for here?
Are we adding any stamps to it?
Well, we should. You want to look at the stamps first?
Because it kind of matters, like what
it does matter.
You decide to put on top.
So here are the 3 stamp sets from the kit. This is the Winter Whimsy stamp set. This one might be a little complicated with a mini slimline, although who knows? I mean, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. You know that, right? When I come on,
I don't either.
I don't know what I'm doing, and I know you don't know. You were like, well, what are we going to do? And I'm like, I never know until I'm there. And then this is the Hygge Time stamp set. There's a lot of cute little images in that. And then this is the one my daughter Alicia designed. This is called the Starflower stamp set.
I love that. It's beautiful.
You did a gorgeous card with this.
Oh, it's beautiful because you can use it all year round.
Yeah, I love that. So what do you think? Which ones did you use?
I used the trees in the house on the winter. Yep. And then I use the one in your left hand, the star flower.
So you didn't use this one, huh?
So we should try that one.
Okay, we'll use this one. All right. So that makes a difference then. All right. So how about if we do the little snowmen then, if we're going to use this? Because this will be you and this will be me.
Sweet. And I know what color our scarves will be.
I do too.
So we need some pool cardstock. Turquoise.
All right. So we need something with pool. Okay. So Jennifer's favorite color is pool. This is sea glass. I think that's pretty poolish.
Sea glass or turquoise sea or tranquil teal. I don't care. Any of the above.
Okay. All right. So we'll pull that out and we'll pull out some tranquil teal because those are really nice together. Yes. Maybe we'll do something with those two.
Perfect.
Okay.
You like that color too. That's your color too.
This one?
Just the pool colors in general.
Yeah, they are beautiful. And of course, they're very wintry too. Even though they're summer Caribbean colors, they're very wintry with the snowmen. Okay, so we're going to make a card like this. So what color should I make my die plate feature in the middle? If I'm going to use these as the background, should I make this, should I do this white maybe?
I love Tom's sound effects. Yes, white would be beautiful.
How come Jennifer can hear the sound effects and I can't hear the sound effects? That's not fair.
I think white would be pretty. If you have the silver metallic, that might be pretty too.
Oh, that would be pretty too.
Have any?
I might.
I have a lot of your silver metallic cards.
Can you come over?
I wish I could.
Oh my gosh, I don't have any. All right, we're going with white, Jennifer. I don't have any.
Sorry.
And it's not, I have gold, but I don't think gold. This is a silver card.
White works.
We're going to be doing the blue. All right, we'll do white. Okay, so I'm going to take my Spellbinders machine here, the platinum. And if you're cutting a more intricate die, this is just a little trick that I've had a lot of luck with. Instead of placing your cardstock down on your die cutting machine and placing your plate face down, it seems that when you place it blade side up and you lay the cardstock on top, you'll get a much better cut. Now, some dies are very intricate. So when it comes to the snowflake plate, I do actually add one more piece of cardstock on top just to really tighten it up and get every little detail. But for this one, I think this should be fine. So I'm going to cut this out in white.
That was not one of Tom's sound effects.
No, that was definitely a Gina sound effect. Okay, look at that. Wow, that cut really nicely. Yeah. Okay, I'm just getting that off. Here we go. Yeah, they just fall right out there.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
It'd be fun to weave in and out different cardstock strips to do a background like that too. You don't need to do that today. That'll take some time.
Yeah, that would be a fun idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that on a live and show them now that you said that. I'm gonna inspired by Jennifer McGuire. Definitely. That's a great idea.
This works well for me because I can think of things and then somebody else can do all the hard work.
So it's working out for you.
I did this with Christina too.
I'm sweating over here and you look great. Okay. So now I still want to have a little bit of, wait a minute, where am I? Let me get this back here. I still want to have a little bit of texture on my piece that I cut out. I just put my die cutting machine away and we still have to cut this out. So what, look how pretty that looks on top of that.
Gorgeous.
So, all right. I'm going to cut a piece of sea glass out and then I'm going to cut the sea glass. I'm going to cut half sheet here and then I'm going to cut this with the Master Layout 7 stitch die.
Okay.
And we're going to make a panel out of that. Now, Jennifer, you have things about your cards that, as a card maker, as a crafter, and I'm sure everybody in the audience will agree that you have things in your card making that are very Jennifer McGuire. Like when I see if I see your card and I don't know it's your card, I know it's your card because you have a style, you have a thing that you do that makes your cards unique. What do you think that is? Do you have like something that you kind of always do in your cards or do you just not recognizable.
I always add dimension with additional die cut layers or whatever with using scraps. And I almost always add gems or pearls just because they make me happy.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so that's probably what I see. Like, I don't always know what it is that I see,
Yep.
but it's always something. And I go, oh, that's a Jennifer card. So
And one of the things I like about what you do often is you often have, like, say you have a rectangle in the center of your card, you put that thin mat around it. I love that. And I love that your dies do it so you don't have to measure anything.
So that's exactly what I was going to mention, is that I have to put black and I have to do that little matte layer on every card. So are you okay if I do that with this one?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Of course.
I have to do it on every card. Hey, a little bit of black on every card. I think every once in a while I'll do something with like charcoal brown or navy, and people in my comments will be like, are you okay? Were you drinking? Were you? They know me. So, all right. So I cut this little mat here using the Master Layout 7 die set. You can see that just gives you that perfect little, look how perfect, that perfect little shadow layer that goes around the outside. And so you can see how nice that looks and how that's going to fit really nicely on this slimline card.
That's what I like about those Master Layout dies, is that you made the mat real tight instead of, you know,
kind of
bigger
a big
on the edge. Because the bigger you can cut yourself easily, but a tight one can be really hard to cut. So to have the dies to do it, big time saver.
I that was one of the things that I just had to do. And, you know, it's hard to cut those by hand and get them to look right. So I think a lot of people like the idea that they don't have to.
Yep.
Okay, so should we use this as a little strip just across the center of this?
Well, it could be a strip vertical or horizontal. I don't know.
Do we go this way?
I like the vertical.
So this is vertical, right, engineer?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's sorry. Sorry. You know, I rarely use that engineering, but once in a while. Yes, that's vertical.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is what I love. And this is what everybody here expects from me, to try something, and it doesn't always work. But I'm going to try it and see if it works. No, I'm not even going to do that.
Why not?
No, because I can't, because this is already cut out.
What
I was going to do is I was going to cut it with Master Layouts 2 to get some stitching on the edges, but this is the same size as Master Layouts 2. So that's not going to work. What I'll do is I'll cut it with the slimline die. I want to get some stitching on this.
So you'll have stitching on the side. Nice.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. Okay. And how much of this am I going to use? Like, am I going to do it this way? Do you like it this way?
I liked it the other way. That way, yeah.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll position this the best that we can.
Yep.
And then, you know, to be a little bit safe, maybe we'll put a little purple tape on that just to hold it down. Okay. And then when you're doing something like this, you kind of want to look at the design and just try to get it as even as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get it so that the design on this side, you've got about the same amount of diamond shape showing as you do on the other side.
So Jennifer.
Yes.
Hilda wants to know, do you drink all of that water?
Yeah, I do.
That's a big water, girl.
This is just today. I'm at the 4 p.m. mark, but I'll refill it. I don't.
Wow.
I probably shouldn't during this live.
If Jennifer has to go to the bathroom, I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, that was what they call poor planning. But I'm trying to fight a migraine. So when I'm fighting a migraine, I down all the water I can.
Oh, poor Jennifer.
No.
Okay,
poor Jennifer. I'm not doing anything here. Oh, I like that.
See, so now we can line this up and the stitches are going to match. Isn't that kind of cool?
That is neat.
Now, if you don't want to go through all this work, you could attach this first and then cut the whole thing with the dies. But this gives you some, you know, some flexibility here, because you can decide, do I want it up higher? Do I want it up lower? You don't have to commit to a layout right away. Okay.
There we go.
I kind of like that.
Also, sometimes we do things like the slower way because we're thinking of it as we go. You know, you
Yes.
thought of this afterwards. So
Yes, exactly. So should this slimline card, Jennifer, should this slimline card with the snowmen go like this, almost like a money gift thing? Or are these too big? Do you think it should go the other way?
I think maybe horizontal is a good idea. This way, the way you got it.
Okay. So maybe I'll put you and me on here, and maybe we can cut a greeting with a banner and we can each be holding it.
Oh, look at you.
What do you think?
You are clever.
Or maybe we could use some of those strip sentiments that are already done. We'll see how we are.
Or we could put something in those mugs that.
Yes, we could put a little Bailey's and coffee in there.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm a very healthy drinker, so I drink fruit salad, otherwise known as sangria. But I would do Bailey's and coffee with you for sure. Okay, so I am not good at gluing all the little pieces together like you are. So I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to just adhere these parts together right now. And welcome everyone. Oh my goodness, we have almost 2,000 people here, Jennifer. They're here to see you, girl.
Glad I'm not working. That'd be a lot of pressure.
A lot of these people are watching me for the first time and saying, how come she doesn't know what she's doing? It's because I never know what I'm doing. So welcome to my channel. Okay.
Not at all the case.
All right.
See, I use Gina K Connect to put those layers together so I can wiggle them and make sure they're centered because I never get it right the first time down.
Oh, that
never
makes
get it
sense.
centered right away.
Yeah, and the glue takes a little bit longer to I like this. You're smart, Jennifer. This is a good way to do it. I like it.
That was you. But
no, because I was going to go this way. I was going to go this way.
I just think it seems to fit there nicely.
It really
I like
does.
that these background dies are a little bit smaller than an A2 card. So you have, it's different than the other background dies we have. You have that little bit showing around the edge.
Yeah.
And it works out well here for mini slimline too.
I like that too. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just putting some glue on here. I'm channeling my inner Jennifer McGuire. You guys know that I always use tape for this, but I see Jennifer do this and
need much little dots here and there, and that will hold well. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you to this adhesive.
Well, the thing about Connect glue is it goes on white, but it does dry clear. So if you get it in places that you don't want it, I'm going to just put a little dot extra on each of these little edges here. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll just do this.
There you go.
I'm a messy crafter, that's for sure. That just gives me
you should see Lila with a bottle of Connect.
Well, oof. Lila could probably make this card today better than I can.
It would take a bottle of Connect to do so.
I love watching her craft. She's got her mama's talent, that's for sure. Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, so there we've got that stitching. Isn't that kind of cool?
I like it.
Yeah. All right. So now it's not down all the way, but that's okay. So now what do we do? We're going to do the snowmen.
Yep. Let's get those snowmen ready.
Okay. So should we color them first and then cut them out, or let's color them first?
Well, it depends on who you are. For me, I usually mess up coloring. So I like to do die cut and then, or I do the coloring first. So I don't waste the time. Okay. But if you're better at coloring than die cutting, you do it reverse. You're great at coloring.
I am not great at coloring.
I think you are.
Great. No. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. See, that's what friends are for. They pump you up and even your shortcomings, they find beauty in them. Thank you.
And then I just sit here and tell you what to do.
I love it. All right, I'll stamp these guys in black, and I am going to use the premium dye ink because I think I might use colored pencils and Gamsol for this.
I thought you might.
Yeah, you know me. Okay. So what's your favorite, Jennifer? What is your favorite way to color? I know a lot of people love watercolor, a lot of people love Copics, and a lot of people love colored pencils. Everybody has their favorite. What's yours?
It's going to be an unpopular answer.
We can take it.
You can take it?
Yeah.
You guys might vote me off the island, but I
No.
don't enjoy the coloring part. For me,
Well.
coloring is like a means to the end. Like it's stressful for me because I'm not great at it. But I used to be a Gamsol person, but now I mostly use Copics just because I can use the blender to erase if I mess things up. But if I had my choice, I would use inks and stencils to color something any day of the week over
coloring.
Yes. Watercolor, I wish I could do it.
Oh, me
watching
too.
Christina do it. And Kathy, oh my gosh, but no.
Watching Christina and Kathy color it's foreign to me. And I always tell people, you know, if you're tuning into my channel to learn anything about coloring,
I usually link to one of them. Well, you know, it's okay because it's just what you like to do. And say you aren't great with watercolor and you want to get better, you can definitely practice and get better.
Oh, definitely.
I just would rather spend that time doing something I already feel comfortable with. Does that make sense?
It does. It totally makes sense. That's exactly the way I am too.
Kathy Zilski just put, and to be clear, she is not referring to me. Kathy Rakusin. Kathy, you are great at coloring too.
Yes, Kathy Zilski is great at everything. She really is. But yes, Kathy Rakusin is the daily marker. She has a 30-day coloring challenge often. Yes. And yeah, she's amazing with Copic markers. You can learn a lot of tips and tricks. So what do you think of these two colors? Do they look pretty good with that?
Looks good to me.
Okay, so I think maybe one of us should wear pool. And do you think the other one of us should wear teal, or would you like a splash of another color in there?
What if we both wore those two colors? So do stripes on the scarf of different colors, and we just be matching. Because if we were together, we would have on matching pajama pants. Be real here.
That's true. And if you think Jennifer's kidding about pajama pants, Jennifer, what are you wearing right now?
Dang it! I thought I'd actually get through it live without having to show my pants.
No, not with me. See, Jennifer's wearing her pajamas.
And if Gina would have worn hers, she has the same ones. So
I do. I have the same ones, courtesy of Christina.
Yeah, we all have them.
Yeah, that's really, really fun. No, I can't because I'm at work.
Now let's get this clear. You're the boss.
Yeah,
you can wear whatever you want.
I know, but still. I have to stop on the way home at the grocery store. Have you ever done that? Like, you're like, oh no, you wear something like that and then you're.
Oh no, I just
stop on the way home.
Quick throw on some sweatpants and then as soon as I'm back to the pajama pants.
So I skipped the wrong one. So this one's going to be this, but that's all right, right? It's all
okay.
Okay.
It's kind of fitting for us. We're a little bit misfits here and there. So
request to zoom in.
Oh, request to zoom in. I can do that. Let me zoom in. You know, you guys make me nervous though sometimes with the Zoom because a lot of you watch on the big screen and then there's not enough wrinkle cream in the world for a big screen around here. Now, Jennifer, I don't know. Are these colors going to be different enough?
I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to tell. But
should we do a little? Let's poll the audience. What do you guys think? Should we go with turquoise for this, or should we add like a splash of red? Because red's pretty with turquoise too.
Yes, like a
so
berry
let's see what
color.
They say. Yeah, like a berry color. Let's see what they say. The color I'm thinking is like this crimson red, maybe. So let's see. Oh, somebody said pink. Elaine said pink. Let's see, gray, purple. Oh my gosh, splash of red.
Wine. All I saw was wine.
Well, there's a reason for that. You know, you see what you look for in life.
Looks like pink would be fun too. What if we compromise and do like a pinkish red? Do you have any kind of corally kind of red?
A corally red? Let's see. I must have something.
Raspberry red.
Let's see. This is a
kind of like your coral reef, maybe a little more pink than that.
Okay, coral reef. That's going to be a little more like this one. Oh, sorry. I'm zoomed in. So here I have this burgundy one. This one is Crimson Lake, and this one is permanent red. So this has a little bit of a coral in it.
Okay, everybody vote, left or right?
Or middle.
Okay, left, right, or middle. She gave you another one there. Left,
Yeah.
right, or middle. I kind of like the middle, but I always reach for that color.
Because it's bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a bright and vibrant card.
Looks like most people are, there's a lot of lefts and middle.
A lot of lefts and middle. Left.
So you pick.
All right. Well, I did invite you to choose, but I think, see, now all the middles are coming in, Jennifer.
Okay, let's go with middle.
You got your fan club here. The middle fan club. All right, so we're going to go in the middle. Let me get that out of here. All right, and then we'll add this color.
There we go.
I think any one of them. I think everybody's right, though.
Yep.
All the choices were right.
That would be fun
really
in rainbow, but it might take a while.
Oh, yeah. It would take a little bit. But I agree. It would be kind of fun in rainbow.
I think rainbow's fun for an unexpected thing on holiday cards or winter cards.
I do too. And I like some of the non-traditional colors that you've used in some of your holiday cards over the years. Okay, so we'll make, which one are you, Jennifer?
Oh.
Are you the one on the right or the one on the left?
I don't know which one has more wrinkles, because that would be me.
Yeah, right.
Which one has the reading glasses?
You're like 40 years younger than me. Okay, so I think I'm going to make this one Jennifer because I'm giving her the complete pool hat.
Awesome.
So that's going to be you. I'll be this guy over here. So I'm going to get a little bit of Gamsol. So let me just zoom out a little bit. Oh, my word. That is... Okay. No, it's too much. This is a fast zoom.
Did you have that Gamsol sitting there ready and waiting?
You know, I never put the lid on it from the last time I made a Gamsol card. So I might have to add a little bit to it. I think I'll do that. I don't know if it loses its potency if it sits out. So I'm going to put a little more Gamsol. If you're a new card maker and you're just joining us, Gamsol is a odorless mineral spirits, but it's an artist grade odorless mineral spirits. And you want to make sure you use something that's artist grade. Don't run to your hardware store and get it. It is made differently, and this is safer for you to have in your craft room. Yep. Now, for those of you that don't like odorless mineral spirits because you just don't like, something that's not natural, you can use something called lavender spike oil, or you can use something called Zest It. That's a UK product. Or some people use baby oil, but I don't have a lot of luck with baby oil because it actually kind of stays greasy on my card. So
someone asked why you only colored half of the scarf. And the reason is she puts the dark color towards the bottom and then uses the Gamsol to kind of blend it up and lighten it towards the top. That's something fast. One of the reasons using Gamsol and colored pencils can be really fast.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right. That's what I think.
Honey, I'm laughing at the sound effects.
Oh, is Tom making what sound effects is he making?
It's that little what does it say? Here, do it again.
Does it say Hygge?
Yes.
Hygge.
So it's just at random times, which I appreciate.
Because it's relaxing. I think anytime we talk about relaxing,
there you go.
We get Hygge. You know what's relaxing, Tom?
His music.
His music.
Yes.
Yeah, people love your guitar playing.
Well, next time we'll have to do a live, and Ken can play here while Tom
maybe
plays
they can work out a song together because Ken
Tom's
plays
a
guitar
lot
too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He wasn't in a band.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I think Ken plays really well, and I think Tom likes the way Ken plays. I've showed him videos of Ken playing on the dock.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just
look at that.
Added a little bit of that. And how about if I make the top of my hat this color?
Yeah. So see, this is faster. Now this is good for me because it's reminding me that this is faster than Copics for me because you just put down the color on the bottom and then blend it up. You don't need multiple markers. You don't need to do much blending. So this is a good reminder for me to get out my Gamsol.
You know what's really intimidating to me? The fact that Dawn from W plus 9 is here and the way she colors, if you want to see amazing watercolor, you got to check out Dawn at W+9. She goes live. She does amazing card making and watercolor. And she was here in the live. I don't know if she's still here, but she's watching me color right now. So I'm sweating.
She made a bird painting for my mom, and she's got it like front and center in her family room, and it's just gorgeous. And every time I walk by it, I think I can die cut things. I can die cut with the best of them.
I'm with you, girl. All right, I'm going to put some little rosy cheeks here, just whatever is left on my blending stump. And that's what I'm using here. People ask me a lot, like,
yes.
What are you using to color? And I'm using a blending stump. Now, I know Jennifer uses the Ranger pen, and she fills that with Gamsol, and you can do that as well.
Yep.
I personally have more control with a blending stump, but it's probably because I haven't practiced enough with that. And I think that's a good idea, and that's something I'm going to have to try, Jennifer.
Well, it's nice because you don't have to have a jar there, but it does take some practice because it is different than applying it with the paper.
Yeah, you just need to practice like anything else, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I think I'm going to add a little Copic marker in here now anyway. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't even know what color to use, but I think I'm going to use N3, which is just a neutral gray. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add like a little line under here and just kind of coming down the side here.
So a few people ask, you reuse your blending stump for forever. I mean, it lasts forever, and you can sand it to make it sharp again if it starts to get a little dull.
Yes, I use this to sand mine, but you can also just use a nail file to sand it if you don't have that. All right, I'm going to add a little shadow under the hat here.
Somebody said they hadn't heard of Gamsol. Go to Gina's YouTube channel while here and do a search on Gamsol, and she has so many videos showing how to do it, and you can see that it's you don't need a ton of colors.
Yeah, I use Gamsol a lot because for me, like to be able to like really work with Copic markers, that does take a lot of practice, and I'm not that good with it yet, but Gamsol always makes me feel like my art looks better because it's easy and it's very forgiving.
And you don't need as many. You can have a yellow colored pencil and a red and overlap them a bit and use the Gamsol, and it'll make it a beautiful orange. So you can combine colors too very easily. Definitely.
So I think I'm just going to do one last little dip. I just used an orange colored pencil here to add to our noses, Jennifer.
Yeah, we need to have orange noses. We also need our arms.
Oh, we need our arms, yeah. So they have to
that in the comments.
Thank you. See, that's what I love about the viewers is that they are keeping track of me and you.
Yeah, we need it. Trust me.
And we're not paying attention, and they're watching what I'm doing. So thank you. I'm just going to just quick color this in with a little bit of a brown pencil here. These little twig arms.
There
we go. Yeah. I'm not even going to use Gamsol on that. There's nothing really to blend. It's so tiny, but just to get the color in there. Okay.
Now if Lila were here, there'd be one more thing you had to do to them.
What would I have to do?
But I don't think you'll have it in your room. You would have to glue on one of those little pom-poms at the top of the hats.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any pom-poms.
But you can do that later.
I might have to do that later. What you can do too, another thing, if you don't have pom-poms and you do have any of the thermoweb flock, you can stamp on the flock and paper piece a fuzzy white flock in there.
If you need to borrow some pom-poms, we have a few here, Gina.
Could you bring them over?
Yeah.
And stop and get some fruit salad so we can have a healthy lunch.
This is true.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a trick. If you're new to my channel, this is a trick here that I like to use. I ended up not using that teal color of cardstock. Did you notice that?
That's okay. The sea glass is beautiful.
Yeah, I think it worked out really well. So let's see.
It'll also make that red pop even more. So
yes. Okay, so what I like to do here is I like to take a piece of thinner cardstock. This is our mid-weight cardstock. It happens to be the color Dusty Rose. And I'm just going to cut out, oh no, Two of the same. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't. Okay.
Oh, you
Look very
panicked for a
similar.
moment, didn't you?
I did panic, yeah, because I just grabbed a handful of these dies and made a board for myself. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting myself a template.
Yep.
Okay. So for those of you that struggle with getting that perfect little edge, that perfect white edge around the outside, you could save these for some other project down the line. What I like to do is I like to make myself a template that I can drop the die into, and I know that the edge is going to be perfectly straight. I do have a little video on this. Well, I have videos on this kind of all over the place because I do this so often.
And then you can keep that template in with the stamp set.
Yes,
So it's
exactly.
ready.
So you see how I am placing that on there? Let's zoom in a little so that those of you who aren't watching us on a 20,000-inch television.
Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, thank you. So you can see now I've got the white where I want it, right?
Yep.
So now I'm going to just take a little bit of tape. This is washi tape, although it's purple. It's not purple tape. It's just washi tape. I'm going to keep it away from this guy here, but I'm going to tape it up here and tape it just down here just to keep it straight. And then I'm going to drop the die in until I feel it click. Once I feel it click into place, I know it's going to cut well. But if you're a little worried about it moving, you can also take some tape. And once you feel it click, you can just put a little tape down there just to make sure that it doesn't shift when it goes through the die cutting machine. So this is going to give you that perfect little white edge. It doesn't matter so much on a snowflake or a snowman like this, but it could matter if you were doing, say, a solid color flower. But you can see you get the perfect edge that way.
Looks good.
All right, so one more. I'm going to cut one more. And like Jennifer said, that's good advice. You can save these and reuse them.
Yep.
So you don't have to cut new ones every time.
Yeah, anytime you create a mask or a template for die cutting like this, just keep it in the same, like in the pocket of your stamp set or in the back of it, so it's ready to go for the next time.
Yeah, I love that idea. All right, so we're going to drop this one in, and I feel it click. And then again, just to be safe, you know, normally I'm not so safe, but Jennifer, you're here. I'm trying to look good.
Girl, you know me better than that.
I know. I know you don't really care, right? It's handmade, not Hallmark. That is like Jennifer's catchphrase.
Did you know I used to work at Hallmark?
No, did you?
I did in high school.
I didn't know that. So there these guys are. I didn't know that.
Those
What
are
did you
great.
do for Hallmark?
I just was like a cashier, you know.
Oh, you worked in their store?
I worked in their store.
Oh,
when I was
boy,
in
I
high
bet they'd
school.
love to have you now, like as a designer of cards. For
Oh,
them.
I loved working there. I loved it.
Oh, that'd be so fun. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here now.
I can't get over how good that looks.
This card?
Yeah,
well,
having the basket weave on the mini slimline.
Well, thank you for picking that one, because I don't know that I would have. My edge is a little weird on this card too. I might just trim that off.
The snowflake background would look really good with this design also.
Yes, it would. Well, you have, I hope you have. Do you have the cards with you that you made?
Yes.
Okay, so when we're done this card, we have to show what you made. Definitely. All right, I'm going to channel my inner Jennifer McGuire. I'm going to pop these guys up. But we could use one of the greetings. I'm leaving. I'm walking away. I'm just leaving. Goodbye.
We'll see you later. Now I have to work, huh?
Now you got to do something. No, I'm still here. I'm just over here. I don't know if you saw these, but these are now available as a standalone product. Are these little?
Yes.
These
Hang
are
on.
the Street Sentiments.
Real quick, Gina, somebody asked what cardstock you colored your gamsel on.
I use the Gina K Designs layering white for this. Okay. You can use the heavy base weight white as well. Either one will work. I just want to make sure
they knew that. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. So we can put these little guys on here, and then we can have them holding Merry Christmas. What do you think?
I like it.
Okay. All right. This way I don't have to stamp and emboss and all of that, because we still want to show the cards that you made. And then we're going to give away this card. This is Jennifer and Gina collab card. We're going to give that away. And we're also going to give away a card that Jennifer made using our new kit. So we want to show you guys. Jennifer was so kind as to be willing to give up one of the cards that she made.
It was just, you know what? It probably would have been sent to you because I love to send you the cards I make because I think of you as I'm making cards with your stuff.
So sweet.
I think I sent you 2 on one day. Did they both show up on the same day?
Oh my gosh, Jennifer, I got those cards. No, they came like 2 days apart from each other. And the one that you made of you and me using that Concord and Ninth, is that Concord and Ninth?
No, that's the Mrs. collection. It's a gal in, I think it's Netherlands, who does that, and you can create little people to look like you.
And what's the name of the company?
It's the Mrs. collection. I think it's from Paper Studio.
Oh, how cute. That's really cute.
It's
I
fun.
love that
Lila
card.
loves those, man. For a while there, we were making people all the time.
They're awesome. So this I cut out using a little flag die from our Master Layouts 3 die set. And these are our pre-printed strip sentiments for the holidays. We're going to be having more come out soon for all kinds of occasions. What I like about those is maybe you don't want a whole dedicated stamp set for a certain occasion, but it is kind of fun to have them for just a few cards that you need. And they're quick. You know, if you don't have time to emboss and all of that. I just have this cute little fence here. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
I
Maybe
just
you could put it behind it.
I saw it sitting
busy.
there. Is it too busy?
I don't know. Let people vote. Fence or no fence?
Fence or no fence? Here, this is the layout. So we're putting Jennifer down here and me over here, and we're going to be sharing.
If this were in real life, though, we would be like smushed up against each other.
I know, right?
But no, I like the idea of holding. Well, I think the fence, I would skip the fence because now you don't see the sentiment as much.
Okay. All right. So we'll skip the fence. We'll make it a little bit more simple. Now we could smush together and we could like hold it with our other hands because this is how you and I would be in real life.
So true.
That would be you and me in real life, and we'd be holding it like that, right?
This is true. I still like the idea of the mugs, but I know that it takes some time to do that. So
yeah, and you know, with the lives, we always kind of go for more of a clean and simple style.
There you go. I think that looks good. And you know what you could do?
What could I do?
But it would take time too. That heart background die.
Yes.
You could cut from some like red color cardstock and put 3 little hearts connecting between us.
Oh, that would be really cute. That would be really cute. Well, maybe I'll do that afterwards.
Okay.
I could also put some sequins on here.
Sure, that would work too.
Sequins. So what do you think? Should we do that layout or should we smush Jennifer and I together? Apart or together? You guys tell us what you want to do, what you want us to do.
And while you guys vote, I wanted to mention, because this is really important, those pre-printed sentiments, you can use deco foil with those.
Yes.
So you can have like a gold background with white letters. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so people are saying apart, but some people are smush. They're saying smush. We are getting more aparts, but people are liking your heart idea, Jennifer. So I might have to go back and edit this with a few hearts. So let's pop these guys up first. These girls. Okay.
Look at that.
So somebody said we should have the hands on the top.
Yeah, I like the hands on the front.
You like the hands on the front?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll get some foam squares on here. And then who's going to get this card? This is like a Gina and Jennifer collab.
Yeah. I might have to remake it later and then I'll have one too.
That would be fun. So should we just kind of like have it that way and we'll just put the greeting right up against the thing? Okay. All right. So we'll do that. Okay. Well, let's get this down first. We'll tape this right on so it's not in the way.
Oh, but we're giving this card away. So
we are giving this card away.
We can do that.
We can have this one holding it there. Okay. There's a lot of things you can do to dress up this card more with sequins and pearls and gems, rhinestones, whatever you want. You could also add some glitter onto the snowman.
Snowman, yeah, make them
Maybe
sparkly.
we can make them a little closer together and they can be kind of holding it from the bottom.
There you go.
Do that.
That works.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Here we go.
Man, a lot of people have good ideas in the comments.
I know, they
A lot of
always
different
do.
versions you can do for this.
They always do. They're so helpful. I love reading the feedback later too, like stuff that I missed because I'm looking down a lot. Okay, so there's our little finished card. And I wanted to just mention that this mini slimline size is a perfect size card for money. And it's also a perfect size card for a check. So if you're not doing a lot of Christmas shopping this year, maybe you have older kids and they're just saying, oh, mom, grandmom, whatever, just give me some money. That's what I need the most. You can put it in a card like this, and it is the perfect size for it. And these do fit into our mini slimline envelopes. All right. So Jennifer, this was so much fun. Okay. Now Tom he's kind of going through the comments and just randomly like scrolling and just like closing his eyes and dropping his finger on some comments. But before we do that, let's go side by side and let's do a picture. Let's see. There we go. Let's get your card in so people can see the gorgeous card that you made. Well, the cards that you made. So look at this card. Oh my word. Isn't that beautiful? So Jennifer, tell me just a little bit, like a brief. What did you use for this?
So all of the supplies in this are from the kit. So that you have the snowflake background that we showed earlier. I just made it kind of like a backdrop on the bottom. And I did 2 slightly different colors to make it stand out a bit. Then this, I did a masking trick where I stamped the houses and then I clear heat embossed over them so that the color would be protected. And then I stamped the trees on that, and the houses resisted the ink you stamped on top with the trees. So it keeps it crisp and clear. And then there's the little pop of that right there, of that coral.
I love that. That's beautiful. And if you want to learn more about how to make this video, head over to Jennifer McGuire's YouTube channel after the live. And it is one of her more recent videos. You can click on her videos tab and you'll see the picture of this card in her thumbnail. So you can watch how she made it. Then she made another one that's absolutely gorgeous too. Show us that.
This uses that basket weave that you just used in the background.
Yes.
And then these are the star flowers from the kit, but I kind of gave them a spring feel just for something different. I used the same technique so I could overlap colors without them blending and keep them kind of true to color. And then added that hello. You know, I love that hello.
That hello. And what's nice is you can see, even though that flower could be easily used as a poinsettia, Jennifer was able to convert it into an everyday card. So this kit can be used almost year round. Maybe the snowmen you would just use in the winter, but the flowers, the trees, the houses, they can be used any time of the year. Yeah. So which card are you giving away?
Whichever.
So you want to do the houses?
Sure.
Okay. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, so Jennifer, we're going to give away Jennifer's houses, and we're going to give away the little snowman mailer money gift slimline thing that we made today.
We're giving away my house.
Yes. Tom. So I think Tom can be in the scene too, I think. Can you get in there? Can we see you, Tom?
We need to see Tom.
No, you can't be in?
No.
You could be in by yourself.
That's it.
Okay, there we go.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Okay, so Tom is going to pick the 2 winners. So the first winner is going to get my card that I made, the Jennifer and Gina collab.
Okay. Drum roll, please, for the first winner. Okay. The winner of the first card is Vikki Christensen Hein.
Vikki! Yay, Vikki! Woohoo! All right. Okay, and who gets Jennifer's beautiful card?
Okay, Jennifer's card goes to Janine Gearhart.
Janine! Yay, Janine!
I see her there. Good.
Congratulations, Janine. Okay, so here's what has to happen. Janine and Vikki, what you have to do is send an email to info@ginakdesigns.com and let them know your full name and your address. We will get Janine's information over to Jennifer and she'll mail you that card. And Vikki, I will mail you this card. So enjoy and congratulations on your win. Well, everybody, this has been so much fun. Jennifer, I can't thank you enough for being here. I hope you had a good time.
I did. I get nervous with these lives, but I tell you, something about being with you. You know, you're my security blanket. So I enjoyed doing it. And next time I might do a little work.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great because you're magical when it comes to card making. And again, if you're new to Jennifer McGuire and you just kind of peeked out under your crafty rock, you can check out her YouTube channel, Jennifer McGuire Inc. over on YouTube, also on Instagram, Jennifer McGuire Inc., right? You always use the INK.
Yep.
And she's got a wonderful Facebook group called Share Handmade Kindness, and you can also find her there. All right, everybody. Well, we had a great time with you. Thank you for all of your amazing input. We can't do this without you. We appreciate you being here. I will be back with another 5-minute card video later on this week, and then next Monday night with another live featuring the brand new kit. In the meantime, until then, Jennifer and I will say goodbye. Tom will say goodbye. Tom, thank you for being here and providing the lovely music.
Hygge.
And all the see, I can't hear any of that, honestly. All right, everybody. We love you all so very much. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.